Hi guys, and welcome to Computer Science Degree Savior. In today's video I'm going to show you how to log into Instagram, and also I wanted to show you how easy it is to scrape data from the web. For that I'm going to use Selenium. I'm not gonna go deep in directory structures. I'm just going to focus on our main goal. Here I generated a file where I saved my password. Then I'm just gonna make a simple Python file. Let's call it, I don't know, like just like that. Then we want to import the libraries that we're going to need, that are going to be the Selenium WebDriver, and also let's just import that for now, and later we will import the other things that we need. Usually I already installed Selenium. You can do that with from the terminal with pip, just like that. And as you can see in a sec, yep, the requirements are already satisfied. Then you're gonna need a WebDriver. You can choose between Firefox, Edge, and Google Chrome, I think. Uh, I'm used to using Edge, so I'm just gonna pick that one. Uh, you can use whatever you like. It doesn't really matter. Need to find a WebDriver in Google and download it, and then add uh, uh, the location of the WebDriver to the environmental path. I will link. Uh, you can find a link where you can download a WebDriver in the description of this video. Let's begin with our script. So we want first to define where we're gonna go in the web. Uh, as we know, the Instagram login page have this URL. Then here we use the WebDriver to instantiate a browser in Python, just like that. I'm gonna use Edge. If you add the location of the WebDriver to the environmental path, you don't need to specify here the path where the driver is located on your system. And then we're gonna, with the get function, you can call the URL. And then we want to write a clean code, so we are going to go close the driver, and then we are gonna execute our program just to see if everything is working. Everything seems to be working fine. We are gonna import the time library, and we are gonna give ourselves some time with sleep so that Python doesn't close um, the browser directly. Let's say 2000 seconds, just so we can inspect the browser later when we need to find the objects or login page. And so, as you can see, we land on the login page on Instagram. And here, as you can see, firstly, we encounter a pop-up, which is normally what happens when you use a website that uses cookies and other scripts. So we need first to close this pop-up before we inspect the page behind it. So we are going to inspect this element. We want to allow only essential cookies, so we're going to inspect this element. Let us see it under inspect. So here it is, only allow essential cookies button. We need a way to identify this, to show Python and give it some information so that Python can identify this button itself. So we're gonna copy the full XPath of this button. If you don't know what XPath is, I would recommend you Google it. You can find information, or I would just link uh, something in description where you can read a little bit more what XPath of a web page is. Here I commented it out. So we want to import the WebDriver wait module so that we open the web browser and then we need to wait till this pop-up comes. So from Selenium, common, then support, and then UI. We want to import WebDriver wait Selenium. Here I made a small mistake. So after we get the URL, we want to open it and wait till this pop-up arrives. So with the WebDriver wait function, we are gonna give our browser, let's say, timeout of 10 seconds. And then we want to wait until here we need to import the conditions of Selenium. So again, from Selenium WebDriver support, we want to import the expected conditions. Here, in the Selenium world, it is normally we import the expected conditions as EC. That's just how you will find tutorials on the internet or in YouTube, and everyone just do it that way because that's simpler than writing expected conditions with underscore. So we want to wait until expected condition is met, element to be clickable. And then we want first to identify the object that we want to click. So here we want to import another module from Selenium, a filter module, and it's called by from Selenium WebDriver common by. We can just import it like that. So we want to filter the objects by XPath, and then here we are going to paste the full XPath of the object that we want to click. Here I'll make it like that so you can see better. oops, wrong, like that. And then what we want to do when we identify the objects is we want to click on the objects. I think here we have one more than we need. Yes, and at the end we want to click on the object that we then identified. I will paste that at the end. Here, let me close that and let's go. Let's execute our program again. We have error. Element takes one positional argument. Let's see. Oh yeah, here we define only one argument. I was not wrong, and we need second braces. Let's see. And as you can see, Python identified the object that we wanted, and the pop-up is gone. Now we want to find these two objects. Let's inspect them. I like it when it's under. And one more time. Label input. Here we found the input area. Let me close that. And as you can see, we here we have an attribute that's called username, and we can filter the object with this attribute. And for the password, we have here the input area. We have the attribute name set as password. So we use these two attributes to identify the objects. Let's close that. After the WebDriver wait, we will just let's give Python 2 seconds to refresh the page after the pop-up is gone, and we accept the cookie policy. So the HTML page will be updated, and to be sure that no errors appear, let's wait 4 seconds and then search for the other elements. You can also use to be even more Pythonic the browser implicitly wait function, and then here also you can specify time to wait 4 seconds. It doesn't matter which function do you use. I'll just use time sleep because I'm used to that. And then firstly I want to read my password, so file. As I said, I already defined a file where I saved my password so that I don't show you what my password Instagram password is. And then we want to open the file. It's called pass.txt, and we want to read it. As the file is in the same directory, we don't have to specify the whole path of the file. And then password is file readlines, and then I wrote the password just on the first line of the file, just as simple as that. And then we want to read only the first line, or in our case, line number 0. Now let's search for the username and password attributes in the HTML page of Instagram, so that Python knows where to send our username and password. So again, with the WebDriver that I named browser for some reason, we're gonna use find element, because we want to find just one element that matches our filter condition. Selenium has also the function find elements, where I think it gives you a list with all elements that met the condition that we specified. So for our purpose, we need just one element. So we want to filter by name attribute, and then the name attribute that we used was called, for the input area for the username, was called username. So we're just gonna specify it like that, and then we want to send our Instagram username. So with the function send keys, my Instagram username is CS degree savior, for computer science degree savior. Let's test if that works, and if it works, we would do it also for our password. Let's wait a second, and pop-up is again gone, and it seems to work perfectly. Okay, let's also use this opportunity to find the XPath of the login button, because after we also send our password, we need to click on login in order to to log in to Instagram. Let's inspect one more time. We need a button class, and here we have it, the button class for the login. So with right click, I'll just copy the full XPath of the button, and then close the browser and end the program. Here I will comment the XPath of the button, and then firstly we need to send also our password with find element. We again filter by name. Here the attribute has value password, and to this object with attribute name that's password, we want to send keys our password that I read from the file password, and then after we give our credentials, again let's use WebDriver wait to press the button, just so you can practice, because the WebDriver web functions is a little bit more complex than the just find element and then click. So firstly we give the first parameter, first argument, the WebDriver. Then we need the timeout. Let's just say Here we don't need much time, let's say just 5 seconds. Then we want to wait until certain condition is met. Let's take the same one, expected condition, element to be clickable. And here we also make sure that Python doesn't send all these elements too quickly so that he can't click on the login button for some reason, because that happens, I don't know, so fast, and then the web browser can be blocked because of race condition or something, and then if we don't use WebDriver wait but directly find element plus click, Python can make yeah, error. Let's here we want oops out, so we want again filter by XPath, and then as a second argument here, let me break the line again. We are going to give the XPath of the login button. Then we're just gonna click it. Now remove that from here, just like that. That's the first one is login. The second one is a saved cookies. Okay, let's close the terminal. Everything seems good. Let's just execute our code and see if we can log into Instagram successfully. Here we wait a couple of seconds. And as you can see, we're in Instagram. So our program works perfectly. Yeah, the page isn't available. We're going to refresh it. Also, this page isn't available because we haven't specified any other commands that we want Python to do for us. And from here we can do a lot of other things. As you can see, Python is fully, we can search, we can do everything. Python is fully functional. I don't know, for hashtag coding, let's say, and open the hashtag. Thinking, okay. And as you can see, we can see the posts, and also we can interact with them, which says that we're really logged in and not just like using Instagram without logging into the web application. From here, I'm gonna do other tutorials. We will scrape a lot of data from Instagram. I will show you how to get the most follower of someone. Let's say you can get you can get also your most followed follower, and so on. We will build really interesting functions around Instagram. And yeah, I will post everything in GitHub. All information will be in the description. You can find the source code, and also on my blog you can read a little bit more about this program and how Selenium works, while we used these elements. I don't know if I skipped something or forgot to say it, but you can find everything in the description of this video. I will appreciate it for you guys if you like and subscribe, share with your friends. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope that I helped you. And yeah. Oh, I also wanted to add that this XPath, I know what to call it, strings, can change over time when Instagram updates the HTML code of the page. So if it doesn't work when you're watching the video, try it yourself. Try copy new codes. Don't use the codes that I give you in GitHub. Yep. I hope you enjoyed the video, and that's it. Uh, have a nice day, evening, or